Okay, so we're on what's on the shelf, part 5. So we'll see which games I have in that 5th cubby of my collection. So in that one, we have Castle of Burgundy, Broom Service, Trois, Agricola, and Ricochet Robot. This is actually a pretty good cubby. So the first one is Castle of Burgundy. I've won that one actually quite a while. It was one of the first modern board game that I bought. I heard good things about it. And it is interesting. So you're developing your princedom, I guess. And rolling the dice will kind of indicate the type of actions that you can do. You play over a certain amount of phase, but then so you select different tiles and then you put them in your holding area, and then you can take them from your holding area to place them in your map. Each player has their own map as well that they build, and then you can have different maps that you can build from, and it has specific areas for specific tiles. And you develop that, and at the end of the game, it's whoever has the most victory points that wins. And depending on what you built, how it scores, you can get silver, do trades. So it's an interesting one, and mostly with how it's kind of controlled by the dice roll as well. This is a picture of the last time I've played it here. So that was a little while ago, but yeah, this is a gooder. The next one is Broom Service. So Broom Service is a pickup and delivery game. You're wizards and you are around the map, and you have to collect ingredients, make potions, and then deliver these potions to specific areas. The neat mechanic with this one is the action that you're going to be doing. So you have a deck of cards that has all the different actions. You draw 4 and you kind of select which one you want to do. And then you get to decide if you're going to be a brave wizard or a cowardly wizard. If you do a brave action, you actually get a little bit more out of it. You get extra benefits from it. But if somebody else does that same action, you end up getting nothing. If you are cowardly, then you get to do part of the action. You just don't get as much from it as you could. So this one is a really interesting one. I really enjoyed this one. The board is double-sided, so you can play on either side. I think just one has a little bit more like specific spaces that you can go to, or it's a little bit more. So this is a picture of the last time I played this one. And then the bits on there are so cute. See those are the little potions that you get when you've created them. So they're different colored potions, and depending on what you've created, which area you want to deliver them to. At the end of the game, whoever collected the most points is the winner. The next one that's on that shelf is Trois. And Trois is it's a worker placement game. So, and the workers are your dice. So you roll your dice depending on how many pips you've gotten, what you can do with it. You can control different actions that you kind of have to unlock so that you can do them. And you can actually purchase other dice if you want to. Let's say you needed a 6, you didn't roll a 6, but somebody else did. You can go and buy their 6. For them, they lose the dice that have the 6, but they get money in return. So it's a very interesting one. It's kind of has a unique concept to it. And to me, it kind of feels a little bit like engine building as well, because depending on the different actions that you unlock, it can really build up on each other. It's a neat one. I definitely want to, I've only played it the first time here like a month ago. So I think playing it some more would kind of get a little bit more of the strategies from it, but it was a fun one. And then I have Agricola. Agricola is just a game that seems like you should have it. It's a classic. So in Agricola, we are farmers, and we are starting out with a brand new farm. We have like a wooden shack and a field. And this one is also a worker placement game. So you start with the 2 workers. You can have kids and get more workers, but you're going to need to increase the size of your house in order to have room for them, and you got to make sure that you have enough food to feed everybody as well. It's very neat. Everybody's got their own tile, that's their own little player board that's their farm. And with the worker placement, as the game progressed, there's more and more that you can do, so it kind of develops more. But it's neat. Like, you're building your farm, you're building your house, you're adding fence and getting animals in their own pens, and it's a fun, neat game. I've heard a lot about how feeding your people is tricky, because if you don't feed them, you lose points, and then that can really hurt you. But I didn't get the sense of that, but then I was also only playing it as a 2-player game, so maybe that's why I didn't get my feeding option kind of blocked out as much. So this is a picture, yeah, just when we played it, and the bits are so cute. Look at all the little animals, and then the food is all shaped, and the hay's in like a little bundle of hay shape. It's a neat one. That's a neat thing. Then I have Ricochet Robot. Now this one is a thrift store find. Actually, I think I paid $2 for it. I had never heard of it. It looked interesting, so I took it home, and I really like this one. Now this one, it's like you almost have to train your brain to think in a certain way so that you can start seeing the puzzle. It's definitely a puzzle game. So there's 4 boards, they're double-sided, and you assemble them randomly in the middle, and it kind of creates a big square. And then you place these robots just randomly around the board, and you draw a little tile, and it'll have a shape on it in a specific color. So maybe it's like a yellow star. So then the goal would be to get the yellow robot onto the yellow star space. And these robots travel in straight lines and only stop when they hit something. So if they hit a wall, they'll stop, and you can redirect them and keep going. So you're trying to get the puzzle to get them into the space that they need to be. You can move multiple robots. So maybe if you move the red robot this way, it'll actually cause so that the blue robot can block here, move into a certain area, so that then the yellow can go against the wall, kind of bounce over here, bounce another robot, and then make it up to the spot. Like, it's very thinky. And then whoever comes up with a solution says, okay, yeah, I can do it in 10 moves. And then you flip over the timer, and the rest of the players have that much time to come up with a route that can be done in less moves than you've come up with. This is a neat one. Not everybody like it, because, like I said, it takes a while to kind of be able to have your brain work that way. But it's very neat. The components are also very neat, and it's a fun one. So if you want to see the games that I play, what I post, my Facebook page is Didsbury and Areas, playing all the games. Or on Instagram, it's Board Game Mama. All right, thanks. You guys take care.